Hi besties, welcome to Fauxhad, the show about my life where absolutely nothing happens. I want to quickly start this video by just saying thank you so much. A couple days ago I reached 1,000 subscribers on this channel and I was just like gobsmacked, like it blew my mind. I can't believe it happened so quickly. Now that we have the nice things out of the way, let's get talking. Let's talk about scammers. These Have you ever just been on YouTube, you know, minding your own business, as a good person does, and suddenly a random ad pops up that goes a little something like this. If you're still working a 9 to 5, then you're a asshole. You could be earning up to $5 billion a year like I do, but you're a lazy piece of shit. Now, if you want to be like me and have lots of cool cars and some awesome bikes, well then you gotta listen to what I have to say. I can help you get there. All you gotta do is sign up to my $99 a month training course and you'll be a billionaire in no time. Hashtag ad. Well, surprise, surprise. It's all bullshit. I'm going to talk about some specific examples of bullshittery that I've seen around this sort of stuff. Just before I get into that, I want to give you some context as to what I mean by fake gurus. So these are the people on YouTube that seem to have very lavish lifestyles. You know what I mean? They claim to be self-made millionaires who've like come up from nothing, worked their way up and did the grind and hustled and all that kind of bullshit that people love throwing around on YouTube, despite the fact that they look like they've never worked a day in their life. What's that about? You know, these people jump on YouTube, they build a small following that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. They give seemingly innocent tips and tricks on how to earn some money, how to earn money online, how to make money on YouTube, and they're always trying to sell something to you. But we'll get to that. And it's pretty easy to spot these fake gurus. I'm sure you've seen them around. You know, they're always showing off their fancy cars, they're always taking photos of themselves on like private jets, and they're always seemingly talking shit about people who have normal jobs. I'm sorry, but people who talk shit about other people who have normal jobs, they're just bad people. There's no ifs, buts, or ands about it. They're just bad people. These people usually have like a free book that they offer you to entice you in, you know, get your details, get your email address, get your phone number, but they always have a paid course that you can take, right? Something that'll help you become a millionaire. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room.
If you are a millionaire, why do you have a paid course?
This is a case for the FBI.
Why do you need money from your subscribers if you're so rich, right? Particularly because you're probably already earning quite a bit of money from ad revenue, from sponsorships, from brand deals, all that sort of stuff that comes with being on YouTube. And you know, these people talk shit about people who work normal jobs. Like, oh, if you work a normal job, you're an idiot. Like, dude.
Now that's bullying. Did you see that?
If you're talking shit about normal people, then why do you care about normal people? Why are you trying to help them by selling them some course that you made up? There's absolutely no reason at all other than to take your money. You know, these people make wild claims about how they went from having $0 to $1 million in a very short amount of time, but usually don't have any evidence to back up what they've just said. And they're always talking about how you need a coach or a mentor or some sort of guru to help you through all these problems, to help you navigate the complex world of being a billionaire. And they love to brag about their lavish lifestyle, right? But the problem is, it's very easy to fake a lavish lifestyle. You know, it's all about perception and manipulating you into thinking that they have a certain lifestyle that you want. You know, what a lot of them do is just simply rent a fancy car, right? It's pretty cheap to rent a fancy car now. And then they'll travel to an expensive place for the day and then just shoot a bunch of footage. So it looks like that's their life.
Wait a damn minute.
But yo, we see right through your shit. And I'm not making this video out of like revenge or anything. Like I haven't fallen victim to a scam, don't you worry. I'm making this video more to call out this like kind of culture that people are building online that people are just accepting as the norm. Like, I think YouTube needs to do more to stop this kind of behavior, but that's a whole other issue and, you know, let's not get into that.
Who is having that conversation?
So in this video, I'm going to talk about a very specific fake guru that I've come across, Wesley Virgin. Mr. Virgin. I'm only using Mr. Virgin as an example today because one of his videos advertising one of his courses had popped up on my YouTube, right? And you know, I let the ad play for a little bit and I was like, what the fuck? I gotta make a video talking shit about this guy. First of all, when you're advertising your wealth, that's the first red flag to look out for.
She's got a point.
It's a very Trump move, you know what I mean? Talking about how rich you are without any evidence of how much money you actually have. Okay, so this guy, Mr. Virgin, so he has an online course where he will help you also become a self-made billionaire. You don't need any experience, you don't need any skills, all you need to do is give him some money. Is it starting to sound like a scam yet? Don't worry, it will. So he helps you become a self-made billionaire by using mind hacks. Jesus Christ. Okay, this sort of stuff really pisses me off because it takes advantage of very vulnerable and very desperate people online, especially young people who just don't know any better, who don't know that they're being taken advantage of, and that's not their fault. So anyway, let's discuss Mr. Virgin. So Mr. Virgin has 483,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's nothing to laugh about. That's a big number. He also has over 1.2 million Instagram followers. That's a lot of followers. That's a lot of followers.
Okay.
But the question is, are they real followers? So a quick check on several different online influencer audit tools that basically show you your engagement levels and that sort of thing seems to suggest that roughly 60% of his followers are as fake as he is. That's right, 60%. That's more than half. Well, you guys know how percentages work. So given such a large portion of his followers are fake, obviously his engagement scores are abysmal. Like, I'm talking terrible scores. Far lower than your average influencer. Red flag. He has a photo claiming he's blessed for leaving an $80 tip on an $8 bill at Waffle House. Honey, do you want a pat on the back? Like, dude, you are a billionaire, apparently. This is like when people give money to homeless people and then they take photos and post it on social media like, oh, look at me, I'm such a great person. You shouldn't need to advertise that you're a good person. I don't think so anyway. Maybe you do. I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, so already so many red flags with Mr. Virgin. It's nuts. So I'm going to open this link up. Mr. Virgin has a program called Overnight Millionaire, which is you know, sounds about as legit as he is. So on their website it says, Overnight Millionaire System, the mind hacks technique secretly used by the rich and famous. Jeez, okay. Also, this is a WordPress site. Like, obviously he didn't want to pay a web developer or host it on its own domain. Like, he's clearly short on money. So if you click on the disclaimer at the bottom of the page, it says, our disclaimer was generated with the help of Disclaimer Generator. Guys. It's all falling apart. Their privacy policy was also created with the help of Privacy Policy Generator and the free Privacy Policy Generator. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment for Mr. Virgin. These terms of service have been created with the help of Terms of Service Generator and the Privacy Policy Generator. This has not gone well for Mr. Virgin. So the site says, Overnight Millionaire System, my review. Whose review? Who is reviewing this? There's no name attached to this website. I assume that Mr. Virgin was writing this, but it doesn't even say that. But then there's a section here that says, according to the article on Forbes.com, Wesley Virgin is a self-made multimillionaire and calls himself Wesley $1 billion Virgin. God, he needs a better name. So who is Wesley Virgin? According to the article on Forbes, he's a successful entrepreneur, more like manure, and wealth coach who is helping people gain success in their respective field. He also has his well-known product called Fat Diminisher. If you sort his videos by most popular, his most popular videos are, well, one that says the $1 Million Mindset, Get Rich with a Millionaire. Okay, so I'm like 99.9% sure that he's used that video as an ad. So the views that come through, people being forced to watch it, make it look like that video has a lot of views, if that makes sense. If you open the video up, the comments are turned off and the like and dislike is turned off, which, you know, is not boding well for Mr. Virgin. He also has a lot of videos on like how to get fit, so you know, I think maybe that's how he built his audience initially. So anyway, on the website, it also has Wesley Virgin's products are available on Digistore 24. He will guide you to have the right and positive mental attitude and teaches you everything, giving practical tips. All right, let's look at his store. You click on the store, it brings you to, oh Lord, okay, so.
I have to laugh, I'm sorry.
It says, ups, this is embarrassing. I'll fucking say. Currently, the product Overnight Millionaire System special limited time discount 306837 cannot be sold. I wonder why. I'm not really sure what Digistore 24 is. I have a feeling it's something similar to like Shopify. They seem to have taken it down. Maybe they got too many complaints and people realized it was a scam, so they were just like, we don't want to deal with this guy anymore. All right, let's keep going because I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay, so I was doing a little bit more research into him and I noticed he actually appeared in a Forbes article back in 2019. That's a pretty big deal. Is it the real Forbes? Yeah, okay, it is. So there's a lot of things that he says in this Forbes article that are pretty bad. I think the most egregious thing that he said is the easiest thing he has ever done is earn $30 million. That was the easiest thing he's ever done. The hardest thing was believing he could earn $30 million. Fuck this guy. I'm back. Okay, the sun is rapidly going down, so I need to move this along. Actually, I just found something worse than that. He says you don't need to go to college because you can learn everything you want online. He says there are no more excuses and you should be ashamed of yourself if you are struggling financially.
A profound silence has entered the chat.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay, I also found this article in AP News that he's featured in. Now, the first thing I want to say about this article that it specifically says that this is paid content from Wired Release. What the hell does that mean? Press release content from Wired Release. The AP News staff was not involved in its creation. I think AP News needs to have a good hard look at themselves because that article is just bullshit. It is literally written advertisement for this guy's online course. There are a number of links throughout this article that will link you directly to his course and ask you to pay money and watch these videos and whatever. So as part of Mr. Virgin's philosophy, at its core, all you need to do is hack your mind and think differently. That's how you become a billionaire, guys. So his course supposedly helps with a number of techniques, such as ways to visualize so that you can manifest faster.
I have to laugh.
I actually can't read this anymore, so I'm gonna move on. But I do wanna mention one thing. Perhaps my absolute favorite thing about Mr. Virgin, the creme de la creme of his online bullshittery. Get this. He has an OnlyFans account for financial advice. Bitch! He's charging $50 a month for financial advice through OnlyFans. Now, come on. Y'all. So I'm going to wrap up this whole bit about Mr. Virgin because I just can't stand to talk about him anymore. You know, while his methods might be different in the digital age, I think at the core of Mr. Virgin, he is an absolute con man, living a grift, stealing money from people who don't deserve to have their money stolen, taking advantage of vulnerable people, taking advantage of desperate people, and taking advantage at people wanting to live a good life and people wanting to learn and people wanting to educate themselves. And in my books, that's not a good person and he might have different morals. Personally, I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I was stealing money from people like that. Okay, so let's quickly just talk about why do people do these scams? Why do people build these audiences online and ask them for money through their ridiculous mastermind courses they've made up? So first of all, it's obviously a very lucrative market, right? People earn lots of money, that's why they do it. So if you're a YouTuber with a pretty decent following, you know, you're probably going to be earning quite a bit of money through ad revenue, sponsorships, brand deals, and all the different things that come around being a YouTuber. And of course, all that translates to all the different social media platforms that you have. So if you have an Instagram account or a TikTok, you're going to be building income streams from those apps as well. So it's a very lucrative market in that alone. So in these cases, you're really earning money from those companies, right? You're earning money from YouTube or the brands that, you know, pay YouTube for the advertising space. You're getting paid by the sponsored companies. You're getting paid from TikTok's creator fund, all that sort of stuff, right? But on top of that, these people take it a step further by getting money directly from their audience and cuts out the middleman in terms of the YouTubes, the TikToks, the Instagrams, and all the brands that they work with. So by taking money directly from the consumer, you keep 100% of the profits. And that's why they charge a lot of money for these bullshit courses that they build overnight and these bullshit seminars that they have and these get rich quick schemes that they come up with. Because some of these courses are very expensive, you know, like some of them will charge up to $1,000, if not more, to be part of a program, to be part of a mentoring group. But it's also a very easy sell because it's all online. You're selling time and advice. You're selling a dream. And therefore, it's very difficult to get your money back when you don't get what you were promised or sue someone after you haven't become a millionaire. These scams are honestly no different to those old emails you would have got, you know, 10, 15 years ago in the beginning of the email era. Email era? You know, 10 years ago, you would have received an email from a Nigerian prince who would have promised you $1 million if only first you paid him $100 so that he can unfreeze his bank account and then send you the funds. The difference with the fake gurus and what's more dangerous, I believe, is the fact that with these gurus, you have a face to the name and therefore you're able to build a relationship with them because you know who you're buying your product from. And people are more likely to trust someone that they can see, especially with YouTube because you build like a parasocial relationship with that person. So you feel like you do know them, you feel like you're part of their life. I mean, I know I do. Like the YouTubers that I've been watching for the past 10 plus years, like I feel like I know them. I feel like they're part of my life. I watch some of my favorite YouTubers every day if they upload every day. Like I love that sort of stuff. It's almost like they're your friends. However, when your supposed friend then starts asking you for money for a get rich quick scheme, alarm bells go off, red flags go up, the Berlin Wall comes down. It's like those friends from high school that you probably still have on Instagram or Facebook who like message you after 10 years of not speaking to one another because they've been like part of some multi-level marketing scheme. Like, honey, come on, where were you the last 10 years of my life? Like, come on, don't fall for it, people. So as per usual, I've been talking for too long, the sun has gone down, my face is no longer bright, and my voice is very tired. So I just wanted to make this video just in case any of you out there are potentially thinking about, you know, signing up to one of these courses or, you know, giving money away to some fake guru with the promise that you might get something back. And, you know, there's so many of these fake gurus out there, so please do your research before you give money to anyone online. It's baffling to me that I have to say that out loud, but I feel like the people who are watching my videos aren't the kinds of people who would fall into these sorts of grifts, so kudos to you. But if you are thinking of it, you know, these people are very manipulative, so I wouldn't blame someone for falling for it. And with that, I'll say thank you for watching the video all the way through. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me on this channel over the past week as it's kind of starting to grow a little bit. Again, just a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who's joined the Faux Club over the last week or so. If you've made it this far into the video, you may as well give the video a like. It really helps my channel out. And in the comments below, let me know if you know any other fake gurus or if you know someone who's fallen for it or anything like that. I'd love to know. And if you have any thoughts on future videos, please let me know. I'm happy to look at your suggestions and take some on board. And with that, I think I've covered everything I want to say. So until next time, besties, bye.